Hello. Hello, hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Summer has officially kicked off. Summer break has officially kicked off here. It's beginning. It's a beautiful day out today. It is cooled off here. It is sunny. It's breezy. It's only going to be like a high of 70 today. It's beautiful. Still very dry here in Wisconsin, but beautiful day out. So happy Monday. Today is Monday, June 12th, 2023. And I am Angela with Happy Little Stitch Shop. And today we are here for our Flosstube. So cross stitch related and a little bit of crochet, cross stitch related live stream. So that's what we have for you today is cross stitch and a little bit of crochet. How is everybody and how was your weekend? And has summer break officially started for you? And what does summer break look like for you? I mean, if you don't have kids at home anymore, then maybe it's not summer break. Maybe it's just a new season, just like every other new season. So our weekend was jam-packed of getting caught up on orders, and we are just a few orders away from being there. So I should have taken a picture and shown you guys how many orders we shipped out today. Oh my gosh. The UPS guy was like, I'm going to come back for these later because we have a ton of orders that are coming out. So Happy Mail is going out into the world very soon. And we're trying to flip schedules, Now it's like a new schedule for everybody. So we're trying to get into that routine, which very nicely I'm kind of excited about because it could free up. My kids are going to be helping a bunch at the shop this summer, and so it could help us to get kind of caught up on some things. It could help me to have some more time to sew and stitch with you guys, which that's what I'm most excited about. So I'm looking forward to kind of establishing a summer schedule. So I have some planning things here that I pulled in case anybody else is kind of in that mode where you're trying to plan your summer schedule for stitching and sewing. Okay, let's see who is here. I could just chat all day long. I could just keep talking, but I want to see who's here. Hello, Sharon. Windy, Texas. You getting a lot of wind down there? Hello, Jude. Hello, Debbie. Storming lightning strike that knocked our internet out a few minutes ago. Oh, and it's back on, so that's good. We could really use a good rain here. Our grass is brown. The positive is we don't have to mow as much, but the negative is that, it's just not good. It's not good for the crops. It's not good for the farmers. It's just not good. So it'd be nice to get some rain here. Hello, Donna. Summer has finally arrived. 88 today. Oh, it's warm there. Hello, Jacqueline. Hello, Anita. Hello, Pam. Hello, Tammy S. Oh, July Cottage. That is such a fun stitch. All those cottages were my favorite, but hold on. Let me show you. I have mine. I can show you what she's stitching on. It's so cute. This is what she's stitching. This July Cottage of the month by Country Cottage Needleworks. Tammy S. It's very, very cute. Very fun summery stitch. I pulled some other fun summery stitches to share with you guys today. So have fun with that one. It's very, very cute. Hello, Amy's Quilty Adventures. Hello, Ruth P. Hello, Sally Quilt. Yeah, there's a cold front coming through the Midwest right now. Break out the winter jacket. Oh, no. Hello, Sharon. Packing for StitchCon. I've heard lots of people talking about StitchCon. So I hope you have fun. Maybe you can meet some other happy little stitchers there. Hello, Sally Quilt, Sharon, Nancy, Deborah, Marcella, Laurel, aloha. It's beautifully packed. Oh, you got your Happy Mail. It's beautifully packed with Carol. Good. We try to pack it with care, with a little pinch of love and happiness and positivity. I have Happy Mail heading my way. Can't wait, says Sally. Sharon, I'm here for a live again. Finally, hello, Sharon. 2 weeks of house guests and running around doing touristy things has left me exhausted. Oh, and down with a bad cold, but back to quilting and stitching. Well, get some rest. Hopefully, you feel good soon. Hello, Susan. Just wanted to say hi and thank you out for all the love and support. Susan, you have a whole team of people who are thinking about you and sending good thoughts and good energy and good prayers your way. So lean in if you need to. Lean into us if you need to. We are here. We are here. I'm sending you a big hug. And if we were together in person, I'd be crying. Like, it's just a given. It's just to be expected. Leanne, hello. Hello, Pat from Colorado Springs. Hello, Donna. Still crocheting my granny square, sewing red and white blocks. Courthouse steps. Oh, so cute. Pat, you're having a monsoon. Oh, no. Hello, Alice. You got your Happy Mail. See, Happy Mail is going out everywhere. Hello, Alice. Oh, I just said that. Sorry. Hello, Amy's Quilty Adventures. I live in farm country, lots of corn and soybeans. Yes, that's how it is here. Lots of corn and soybeans. And if we don't get rain, it's going to be rough for the farmers. So we need it. Hello, Colleen. Hi. Anne, hello from South Carolina, trying to crochet and watch and not lose count. Don't lose count. Marcia, hello. Tammy S. So pretty, Angela. It's a happy stitch for sure. It is. And it goes pretty quickly. All those little cottages went pretty quickly for me, which is hard to imagine now. But, I was talking to another person who used to own her own business, and we were talking about business stuff, and I said, I feel like there's just not enough time. Like there's this and there's that and there's that and this. She said, yeah, when I was running my business, I felt like a failure at everything. And I said, yes, that's exactly how it feels. Like you feel like you don't have enough time to do well in all of the different aspects of your life. So I used to legit have time to stitch and have time to sew and keep up with stuff. And it's a good problem to have. I mean, obviously, the fact that I don't have time means that we're busy, which is good. That's what we want. So now we have to get to the next step where I'm not doing all of the things, and then I can have more time to, do fun stuff with you guys. But that was a fun stitch. So have fun stitching it. Pam stitching on Welcome to the North Pole. Ooh, that's a pretty one. I hope you will share pictures. It's so pretty. We could use some rain all around us this past weekend. Yes. Patricia, hello. 104 there today. Oh my gosh. That's hot. Making a project bag while watching, says Janet. Hello, Janet. Hello, Valeria. Hello, Louise. Hello, Elaine. All right. Hello, everybody. Okay, so today may not be a super long video. I pulled some charts to share with you guys. Again, I'm just kind of going through our filing cabinet drawer by drawer each week, and I'm pulling out seasonal, like summery stitches with cloth to match. And today we have some really fabulous ones, some that I think you're going to be pretty excited about. And then, like I said, I pulled out some stitching organization tools in case any of you are out there figuring out what your stitchy plan is for the summer. And if you want to be organized about that. And then I have some crochet stuff to share with you and progress on a stitch that I'm working on. And I'm really going to try to focus on that over these next few weeks and try to get that one done. I would like to get that one off of my list for this summer. So I'm going to work on that. And I know some of you are stitching it, or maybe some of you might want to stitch it. And so I'm going to share it and we're going to talk about that. And maybe some of you will join me over the summer and we can keep each other motivated. That's what I'm hoping. So, did all of you guys have a good weekend? Before I jump in, some stuff is falling off. Okay, first I'm going to start with stitchy organization. Well, actually, before we jump into cross stitch, maybe I'll just start with crochet. So I'm still blocking. Yes, indeed, I'm blocking. So here's my latest blocking of squares that I am working on. These I'm going to take off as soon as I get done chatting with you guys today. And I keep adding them to my pile. I'm going to go through and get all caught up on blocking, and then my plan is to start putting rows together. So hopefully next week, my hope is to have some rows put together so that I can share with you how my granny square Afghan is coming together. So how many of you guys are joining in the summer of granny square fun again? We're just going to have a happy little summer of fun, period. Part of that is going to be crochet, but there's going to be some other stuff too. Hello, Kim. Lots of sewing. You got lots of sewing in this weekend? I did finish my I had to finish this weekend. That's kind of exciting. I felt really good about it. I'm going to talk about it more on Thursday. But for those of you who haven't checked out the blog yet, there is a new post out there for Fat Quarter Friends with Lori Holt. And the project of the month for June is posted on our blog. If you haven't received your bundle yet and you don't want to be spoiled, then don't go read the post until you get your bundle. That's why I posted it on my blog instead of posting it on Instagram or Facebook, because I don't want to spoil the surprise for anybody if you want it to be a surprise when you get it. So on the blog, it's something you have to go seek out. It's not something that's just going to pop up in your feed. And then you're like, oh, darn it. I didn't want to see that. Instead, you can go and read it if you want to, or if you already have your bundle and you're ready to see what the project is. And if it's something you want to join in or not, it's out there for you. So I did finish that project on Saturday. And that felt really, really good to have some sewing time and to have a finish to show for it. Oh my gosh. It seriously like just made me feel shiny. Something like that. Like I was just really, really pleased to have some time and some progress to show for it. Put a quilt on the frame, need to decide a design. Oh, that's a fun part though. That'll be fun. Nancy, do you know when Lori is releasing her new Granny Square stitch? I'm trying to wait to see what it is. Is it a cross stitch? A Granny Square cross stitch? Or you mean her next like installment of the Granny Square tutorials? Stacy. Hello, Stacy. And I bought a bunch of yarn for Happy Summer of Granny Square, but fun, but I don't know what my project will be. And was it you that purchased the red, white, and blue with linen? Because I pulled, if it was you, I can't remember who it was. But if it was you, I was like, oh, this is going to be brilliant. Whoever is using these colors to make some fun summery blanket, it's going to be fabulous. I'm still crocheting Granny Square, says Louise. No crochet next installment. I don't know when she's going to do her next video. I don't know that, but I know Granny Circles is on the agenda because I'm very excited about it. I cannot wait either. But I don't know. I don't know when that's coming. But sometime I would expect, within the next few weeks probably. But I don't know an exact date. Hello, Pat. Leanne, are you excited about Granny Circles? I'm pretty excited about it. Oh, it wasn't you. Okay, so somebody ordered, I'd have to go back and look, but somebody ordered a bunch of yarn that I packaged up over the weekend. And it was denim, Riley red, cloud, and then a little bit of linen mixed in. And I was like, oh, that's fabulous. I love it. I can't wait to see what they make. Okay. Okay, so crochet, I'm blocking. Hope to have like a couple rows done, maybe, or at least a row by next week. Sewing time right now says, "Hey Jude, I watch and listen to you. Did garden and yard work this morning while it was sunny out." It's sunny and while it was cool out, probably, although it's not supposed to get super hot today. And then look at this. Isn't this fabulous? Oh, Chunky Thread by Lori Holt. This is what we are using for our summer of granny fun as we follow Lori's tutorials and progress that she's going to post this summer. I know that she loves to crochet in the summer, so expect some fun crochet stuff coming. But this is the yarn that we use, and we have it fully stocked in the shop. And for those of you who are joining in our yarn league, thank you so, so much. The first installment is shipping now. Like, we have pretty much caught up on all of our invoices paid. So anybody who's part of the yarn league, and if you've paid your invoice, your shipment is out and it's coming your way. So your first installment for our yarn league is on its way to you, and I'm very excited about it. I'm so excited to see how many of you are have joined in to add yarn to your stash. That's really exciting to me, and it's just fun to kind of ship that stuff out to you guys and try to like imagine what you guys are going to be making with it, and to see all these fun, happy colors going out into the world for your creations. It makes me happy. So we still have openings in the Yarn League if anybody wants to join. And the next installment will ship at the beginning of July, end of June, beginning of July. So yarn, this is what we're using for our granny squares, our granny circles, all of that fun stuff. It's such pretty, happy colors, or just for decoration. I have that one up in my living room, just sitting out for decoration typically. That yarn is so scrumptious, isn't it, Stacy? Seriously, this is sitting out on a table upstairs. Like just this bowl of happiness. It's just pretty. You know, look at all these fun colors. It's just pretty. It's pretty, pretty, pretty. Leanne is ready for granny circles. I'll be falling down the crochet rabbit hole. The rabbit hole for the first time. Have you not started crocheting yet? Why did I think you had started? Leanne, are you going to start with granny squares, or are you going to jump right in with granny circles? I'm curious. Amy's Quilty Adventures. Since I started quilting, I just can't get into crochet anymore. I've only made one big blanket, but I used to make lots of baby blankets and scarves. Oh no. I find it so relaxing because it's something that's really easy to just sit down and be able to pick up and do. You know, like, I love coming down here and having quilting time. You know, I set aside a chunk of time and come down here and just get lost in my quilting world. I love that. I love sitting down and doing stitching, handwork. I love that. Usually I try to do that at night. But crochet is something that I can pick up anytime. Like if I'm on the phone, somebody calls, put them on speaker, sit down and get some crocheting done. I definitely take it with me anytime we go in the vehicle. If my husband's driving and I'm in the passenger seat, I have crochet with me. And I don't need to have a light to plug in to do it. You know, like some of the paraphernalia that I might need for other stuff. I love, love, love crochet, and I find it really easy to just take with and do stuff. I need to find a way to store, display my chunky yarn. It's pretty to look at. It is pretty to look at. Yeah. Grab, you know, like a fabulous bowl or a dough bowl even, or, you know, you'll find something fun, but it is fun to display. It's pretty to look at. I like it. Leanne, you're jumping in at circles, part of the Yarn League to start my stash. Yay! We shipped yours out to you. I'm pretty sure. It's on its way, my friend. Okay, so now for stitchy organization. First up, it's very helpful to get your stitchy plans kind of out of your head and down on paper. I find that really helpful. I don't know if other people do, but I find if I sit down and I write stuff down, I'm a list maker. I use my Today is the Day notebook every single day. I've said that a cajillion times on here. I use it quite often. where I write down, okay, this is what the plan is. And then as I get it done, I cross it off the list and then I move on to the next chunk of information that's in my head that I need to focus on next. So this is kind of that same idea, but with just cross stitch, specifically cross stitch in mind. So it has a project page and you can list all of your information on here when you start it or as you're doing it, and then you can keep track. So you might go out here and say, okay, like I have my drawer of cross stitch charts that I'm going to get to at some point. So maybe I want to prioritize those and say, okay, I'm going to start with this one first. So this will be my first project. And then project 2 will be this. And then I can refer to this when my brain gets too full and I can't remember what my plan was. I can refer to this to refresh my memory. And then I have everything written down instead of having to go back and organize all those thoughts again. It's already been done. It's been written down. And then I just need to refer to this to get it done, to execute. So the cross stitch journal, very handy. We have this in the shop for your cross stitch planning. Once you finish one, then you get another. You keep going till your cross stitch heart's content. Leanne started housing the books last fall up to book 5 now. Started housing the books. Book 5. I don't know what you mean. Sharon, I've got gone a little over and I bought a cross stitch journal for each month of the year. Oh my goodness. How many projects do you get done in a month, Sharon? Because this book is big enough that it allows for 50 projects. How many cross stitch projects do you get through in a month, Sharon? My goodness. I know a couple gals who love that booklet. It's pretty handy. Started using the books last 5 and you're up to book 5 now. Have you really done 250 cross stitch projects since the fall? Leanne? 250? You're going to make me start talking in a different octave. What? Oh, shoot. Lost track of time. Hello, Kay. I'll have to go back and watch the beginning, preparing my mom's arrival with dad's. Oh. Okay. Yeah, she's in tow. Oh. Well, hopefully you can. I'm glad you're here now. Lost track of time. Understandable. Stacy, I put my info into planner. I'm thinking about adding Lori Holt washi to it. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Decorate it up. That's super cute. Crochet is relaxing as long as I'm not doing small or tight stitches like flowers. It's easier on hands than cross stitch and hand sewing. I have RA and lots of problems in my hands. Oh, yes. Please don't ask. I won't ask. I won't ask. I take it back. Nancy, I use the cross stitch journal and the quilt journal to track my projects. Love them. Nice. I don't know if we have the quilt journal, but we should. Why don't we? Nope, but I've kitted that many, finished about 50. Well, good for you. Look at your organization. I love that. Yay for you. Keep it going. And I had to stop putting projects in my book as my pattern library got too huge. Now only add ones I'm actually starting, or I would have 5 books as well. Yes, it's easy to do, but it'll keep us busy. Keep us busy. Okay, and then you need to have your library cards. As I showed you last week, and I didn't have the library cards with me, but I showed you last week my flea market flowers finish with the frame that is framed now and done. And I added my library card to the back. And so we have the packets of library cards for you to be able to organize your stitching. The other fun thing about this that I think is really handy is that I put together a library card and put it in the bag with the project, like Lori has shown on her floss tubes. And then you have all the information handy right there with your project. You don't have to go and search for it someplace else about any changes you've made or what cloth you're using or any of that stuff. So these library cards are pretty cool, number one, because they're library cards, and so they're fabulous. have that vintagey feel to it. But number two, they really help with keeping you on track with what you're doing and how your project is going and what's being used in your project and all that. So library cards are in the shop. And then if you're going to add those library cards to the back of your stitch once you frame it, you'll need these handy finishing dots. So we have it in this size and we have it in the bigger size, which I think is, I can't remember what the bigger size is. I feel like it's 2 inches, but I don't know if that's true. Maybe it's 1.5 inches. So we have the finishing dots to adhere your library cards to the back of your finished stitch. Or for other, you can use it for other stuff too, but that's what I use mine for. Kay says he wanted to be planted next to my grandpa. Oh, that's sweet. I love the journals. Anne's idea is great. Yes, yes, yes. Anne says starting a new project using 14 count Aida. It's been so long. What size needle do I use? I usually use 26. I don't recall now, but I use 26 for almost everything. That's like a pretty safe number. K, when I get a new pattern, I make 2 index cards. White ones are alphabetized by design. Brights are alphabetized by pattern name, all in one long card file box. I love it. By designer. Yes. Yes. My last cross stitch organization thing is the stitch card box. We have some left in red. I think we might have one left in denim, I think. But these are very handy for organizing your cross stitch. So if you have Lori stitch card sets, they fit perfectly in here. All of your little stitchy things like this for cross stitch finishing, like all of these things fit nicely into this drawer. You can also put the library cards in here if you have cross stitch finishes, like for example, all my pillows back here. If I wanted to have information for each of those pillows, I can write up a library card for it and put it in this drawer because I don't have a framed thing to put it on the back of. You know what I mean? So stitch card boxes are available in the shop. We have a few of those left. So there's some stitchy organization tips for people. Okay. Now I have some patterns and I'm very excited about them. Some are newer. Some are like more recent in the shop. And some are a little bit older. And I have the daily deal. Do you guys want to know about the daily deal for today? I usually start with that right off the top, but I almost forgot. Are you guys ready for the daily deal? Or should I just wait? Should I just not do one? How does that sound? Maybe I just won't do one today. Hello, Tammy. How are you? You are with us again today. That's a good sign. It's Nancy. Hi, Tammy number 2. It's Nancy number 1. Tammy. Hello. Maybe I will do the daily deal if we get 30 thumbs ups. Thumbs ups. Thumbs up. Thumb ups. However you will say it. Can we get up to 30 thumbs up and then I will do the daily deal? Maybe we could do that. Because right now we're only at 17 and that's not very many. And it's a fun daily deal. I'm kind of excited about it. Oh, it's right here. I'm going to slide it over to here. Don't look. Oh my gosh. Look at what happens. I need to withhold the daily deal from now on until we get to a certain number of thumbs up. That sounds really backwards, but hello. Daily deal. Hit 33. Tammy number 2 is actually Tammy number 1. It's true. Yes, Tammy number 2 is actually Tammy number 1. That is true, Tammy S. Because but you both are Tammy S. Both of you are Tammy S. So then once Tammy S started joining us, which woohoo, she started joining our Happy Little Stitcher group. Then Tammy, the first Tammy S, changed to Tammy number 2. And she's been very busy with life lately. And I am happy to see your name back on here. That makes my heart happy. So yay, I'm happy you're popping in every now and then when life allows you to. That's good. Hello, Estella. Now you are understanding marketing. Apparently. I thought I was decent at marketing, but I have a lot to learn, apparently. Okay, the daily deal for today. Again, this is available for today only, and I announce it on the live stream. This as a little perk for those of you who are so supportive and so loyal to our Happy Little Stitch Shop and join me each week. It's available for today only, and it's a cross stitch themed one today because it's a floss tube. And on Thursdays, it's usually a quilting themed one. So is that one orange? What are you talking about? Oh, the box? No, it's red. It's red. Yeah. The daily deal for today is a Lori Holt cross stitch pattern. You can go to happylittlestitchshop.com and search for daily deal, and it should pop up for you. Today only until 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time while supplies last. So if we run out, then we're out. While supplies last, So Happy by Lori Holt for 20% off today only. So go search for daily deal at happylittlestitchshop.com and be able to snag this pattern for a discounted price, which you don't see that happen really. At a discounted price just for today. Okay, so that's the daily deal. Okay, first up, this one was so popular after I came back with it from Nashville Market. And it's by Sweet Wing Studio. Super popular cross stitch. Like we sold out of it like that. And it wasn't even a new release. So I did not get a ton of them because I thought, oh, this isn't a new release. I don't know if people are going to want it. Well, apparently you did. And so it is back in stock. It is by Sweet Wing Studio. This one is called Forever in Peace. And the stitch says, Forever in Peace, may you wave. And look how beautiful. Just look at those stitches up close on how beautiful that flag is. Laurel says, So Happy is a beautiful stitch and pretty quick. It is on my list. It is on my list. Oh my gosh. It's so cute. It's so cute and fast. Such a beautiful stitch. It is gorgeous. Stitch count for this one, K, is 91 by 98. 91 by 98. So the cloth that I picked to go with this one, I picked a 16 count Ada, but again, this cloth is available in many different counts, and it's Dunes at Dusk by Legacy Fiber Arts. But look how nice that would look together. Forever in Peace with Dunes at Dusk. So that's the first cross stitch pairing for today. How did I do with the first one? Okay, pretty good. Decent, horrible, awful. You should keep your day job. Unfortunately, this is my day job. So don't say that because then I'd be in trouble. I'm working on Forever in Peace now. You are. Stacy, really good. Excellent. Oh, good. Oh, good. It's getting windy outside. Okay. Next up, we are in the middle. Oh, Leanne says, So Happy is one of my whips. Is Forever in Peace totally cross stitch or some specialty stitches look like complicated stitches? It is totally cross stitch. She just has it laid out in a design so that it looks like some fancy schmancy stuff going on, but there's not. It's totally cross stitch. Let me just verify that though. Since I do have access to the pattern and I can open it up and look at it, let me just verify that for you, Leanne. Usually it should say right up front if there are specialty stitches. When it's very enlarged, so it's very easy to read. There are 4 pages and it's very enlarged, so you can see exactly what you're doing. That's fabulous. No information inside other than the pattern. No, doesn't say anything about specialty stitches. Not a thing. There's a little prayer on the back, which is kind of cool. I like it. Totally cross stitch, says Sharon. I know this one is so cute. It's very, very cute. I love it. Totally cross stitch. Can you get 20 count to his desk in at least 36 by 36? Yes. If you order a yard of it, we can get you a yard of it, Kay. And if you order a yard of it, it will be depending on the count. So it depends on what count you get. But even the lower count, sometimes the lower counts come in smaller pieces. So the width of fabric isn't as large as the linens, as the higher linens. But even the lower count, you should still be able to get at least 36 by 20. No, 36 by 40. When I cut it in half, it's 20. 36 by 40. So yes. Oh, you said 20 count. You said it. Yes. I'd have to look and see. I think they can dye almost any count I ask them to dye. It might look different because on different fabrics, it will look different. So are you looking at a 20 count Ada or a 20 count Lugana or an even weave, or are there 20 count linens out there? I'd have to look at that. So yes, we can get cuts 36 by 36 that, that would be greater than that size. So yes, we can. I would just need to check and see if Legacy Fiber Arts can dye a 20 count fabric. So I hope that answers your question. Okay. I want to do, I had a father, kind and true, 20 count Ada. Okay. I'll have to check on that. If UK could send an email to hlsscustomerservice@gmail.com, then we can follow up on that for you. We can do that. When using 16 count, do you go over 2? No. Use 2 strands of thread over 1. 2 strands of thread over 1. Hello, Renee. And thank you, Happy Stitchers. I had lost my cross stitch mojo for months, sitting here with a stitch card and floss staring at me in the face, put down my crochet and am now 12 stitches in. Keep going. I need some of that mojo as well to come back. So that's why I'm hoping if we can, let's try to, try to motivate each other to get some good stitching in this summer. I really want to get this next. I'm going to share it with you today, and I really want to get this done this summer. My hope was to get it done before retreat. That was my plan. And then, that didn't happen. And so now my hope is to really get it done this summer. I have 2 actually that I really want to get done this summer. Okay, next up, I have for you this beautiful Blackbird Designs series, which we are currently in the midst of a stitch along for it right now. It's called Garden Club. And I don't know why I pulled number 2. I think because it was staring at me and looked really pretty. But the number 2 in the series is called Apple Orchard. So I just want to make some of you aware that we are doing a stitch along for this one. We are already in the process of it. We're many, many months into it, so that it's no longer available to join. But we do have the individual patterns available in the shop. So this is Apple Orchard, number 2 in the Garden series, Garden Club series by Blackbird Designs. And for this one, I pulled a 36 count popover by Legacy Fiber Arts. See, look at that. Look how fabulous that would be. Just a very subtle modeling, 36 count linen popover by Legacy Fiber Arts. For Apple Orchard, look how cute that is. So that's the Garden series. Woohoo, and we need another retreat. Oh my gosh. 2 in a year? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's let's just think about that for a second. 2 in a year, that would be crazy, but very motivating. Wouldn't that be motivating? Yeah, it'd be so fun. Angela, are you able to get American Welcome by Plum Street Samplers? I am, because I can get any Plum Street samplers. American Welcome, though. I want to see what it is. Is it new, Tammy? American Welcome. Oh, let me. American Welcome. Liberty's Welcome? Is it called American Welcome? How about a virtual retreat? That's a good idea, Sally. I've had other people ask me about that too. How do I know what colors to get to start my granny squares? Oh, Gail. That's a good question. You should join our yarn league, Gail, because then you can add a little bit to your stash each month. So then it's not so overwhelming to do it all at one time, and you can just start adding. So right now, there are 32 chunky yarn colors. So I think, first of all, it depends on if you want your granny squares to be scrappy looking, like just a variety of colors, like how I make mine. I love color. So I love stuff that's scrappy and has just all sorts of colors in there. But you can also, make granny squares that are themed, right? So this is a fall pillow that I just kept adding another round to my granny square until it got big enough to cover this pillow, this pillow form. So you can do like a seasonal themed blanket. You could do Christmas, you could do 4th of July, you could do any of that stuff. So I would start by just grabbing some colors, but if you like scrappy, then I would say Yarn League is the best way to do it, because then it takes away from you the pressure of trying to figure out what colors to go with. And it also is a little easier on the budget. So you're not adding a bunch all at one time. You can spread it out over time and just add some each month. If you want to get a bunch at once, then I would just grab as many as you can, just a skein of as many as your budget allows. That's what I would do if I were you. Does that help? And there will be other colors coming. There are more colors coming to the chunky thread. Yeah, you could do one in just your favorite colors. Pick what colors you like. Is that what you mean, Patty? It's called American Welcome. Okay. Because I'm seeing Liberty's Welcome. I'm seeing American Sampler. American Welcome. Can you, if you have time, Tammy, can you send me a picture of it so that I can try to get it and make sure I get the right one? I don't want to get the wrong one. So let me know. Hi, Lori. Is there going to be a cross-stitch chart of Lori's Calico Garden? I've not heard anything about that. I just had to stop and think for a second, because we know that there's going to be one coming in September for the Quilty Witch, the Stitchy Witch is what I think it's going to be called. And that's super, super cute. And that'll be coming in September. I have not heard anything about Calico Garden yet. So if there is, it has not been announced yet. That would be so great to do a virtual mixture of colors. Oh, good. Kayla, can we get the mini moon pattern by Plum Street? Mini moon. Oh, is that one that was just released? They just released another moon. They have the spring moon, which I fell in love with. That is in my drawer. Oh, Tammy just sent me a photo. So many. Oh, yes. I have seen this one. Yep. I can for sure get that. It is not one that we have in the shop yet. And yes, Tammy, I can for sure get it. Absolutely. Mini Moon. Mini Moon by Plum Street. See, I so appreciate you guys telling me. Oh, that's cute. Telling me these things because I can't keep up with it. Look, this is the mini moon one. Look how cute that is. And I'll show you the American welcome too that Tammy just sent me. Here. Oh, come on. Here is American welcome. By Plum Street. Super cute. So yes to all of those. If you could add those, Kayla, to our grocery list for this month, that would be great. Please, then we can get that on our list and get those ordered. Thank you for asking, Tammy number 2 and Kayla. Soapbox Stitcher is talking about American Welcome on her recent Flosstube. I think it was some kind of exclusive. Oh yeah, it's coming. Patty, yes. What did I ask? Oh. You're welcome. You are welcome. Okay, next up for charts and cloth. I pulled this one is so cute. I remember when we got it in, I think it was last year, the year before, year and a half ago, but it's so darling. This one is by Country Cottage Needleworks and it has summer written all over it, quite literally. This one is called Garden Party. And look at that those cute little stitches. Dragonfly, ladybug, bumblebee, butterfly. And of course, for this one, to really have those colors pop, I picked a 16 count white Ada. It'll look really nice on there and be super bright and colorful on that white. Plum Street makes the best American stitch patterns. Want them all. They do. We have a bunch in the shop. We have Liberty's Welcome. We have the American Sampler. I don't remember what else we have, but oh my gosh, I'm just falling more and more in love with Plum Street Sampler stitches. I keep being drawn to them right now. Okay. I have seen a lot of these go out the door, and I have been cutting a lot of this fabric to go out the door. This next one that I'm going to share with you is by Teresa Kogut, and it's her For the Love of Nature cross stitch chart. It is super cute. Love it, love it, love it. And the cloth that I picked for this, because I think that this will look really nice and really allow those colors to kind of shine through a little bit, is called Legacy Fiber Arts 32 count linen in covered bridge. Covered bridge for the Love of Nature. So there's that. I saw the model for Garden Party. It's really pretty. It's so pretty. It's so, so pretty. Very colorful, happy for summer. I love it. Okay, next up, another one from Sweet Wing Studio. This one is called Home. Another quick stitch, minimal colors, minimal color changes. This stitch count is 72 by 48. And I picked Millstone in 14 count Legacy Fiber Arts for this one. I think it's like a near perfect match. So Home, a cute little stitch on Millstone. I already read that. Okay, next up is by Primrose Cottage Stitches. This one is Hive Rules. And for this one, again, I picked just a easy breezy white for this one. Super cute though. It says, Hive Rules. Be sweet like honey. Mind your own beeswax. Always be humble and kind. Believe in yourself and others. Love and be loved. Super cute. Primrose Cottage Stitches. That one is in the shop. Next up, we have an Americana one. This one is called Hello America, and it's from the All Jarred Up series by Stitching with the Housewives. Here is some chalkboard black to stitch it on. High Rules is one of my whips. Fun to stitch. Is it fun to stitch? It's so cute. Anne. Yeah, it looks like it would be fun to stitch. I love how meandering stitches look, but they're kind of, more time consuming to stitch because you're starting and stopping a lot. What I like about stitches like this, and the same applies for my Christmas list, which I'm in the middle of stitching, that it's you have a section that you can focus on and then feel some type of accomplishment to finish that section. And then you can move on to the next section and then be like, okay, I finished that section. I like it. I think it goes smoother and the time feels like you're accomplishing things. And so it motivates you to keep going. So it's super cute. I like that one. You can do each section at a time or break it into separate projects. Oh, yeah. It's super cute. And that board, oh my gosh. I think they sell that board, if I'm not mistaken. The Paddle by Jim Moore. It's like perfect for that stitch. It's super cute. Okay, Hello America by Stitching with the Housewives. Showed that one. Next up, we have the Haynes sampler. The Lord made the family, and within it he dwells. The Haynes sampler. And for this one, look how perfect that would be. This is Popover by Legacy Fiber Arts. The Haynes sampler is by Annie B's Folk Art. It's very, very cute. And every time I see this one, it makes me sing the sister song from White Christmas. Every time. It's darling, though. Love that house. It's beautiful. So the Haynes sampler. Yes, I bought one of the boards that her dad made. I think you might be able to mount other of their rule stitches on it as well. Oh, that's a good idea. It's a good idea. Okay, next up, I have the Good Shepherd sampler, again by Annie B's Folk Art. It says, I am the Good Shepherd. I know mine and mine know me. That's how it looks. For this one, I picked beige Ada. Look at how perfect that is. That coloring. It's called Beige 14 Count Ada. So Good Shepherd Sampler by Annie B's Folk Art on Beige Ada. And then the last one that I have here, I'm actually going to pull out my whip that I brought to share with you. In my pretty, pretty bag. Okay. Well, I don't have to take that out. This is my whip. Is Garden Samplers by the Prairie Schooler. This is a stitch along that Lori and I did together, and we asked all of you to stitch with us. And we started it back in March. and Lori finished hers, and I am working on mine. Lori stitched hers, I want to say on Legacy Fiber Arts Boston Tea Party. And I am stitching mine on Lori's 25 count Lugana in Prim. This is a fabulous Lugana. Like, I always knew it was going to be fabulous, but then I started stitching on it and I was like, I really love it. And let me show you why. I'll show you my stitch. I still need to cut down my cloth. Here's where I'm at. I want to get this done this summer. This is my goal, to get this done. I don't have a ton to do. I like doing, as you can see, like the main parts, but then like right here, there's a lot of fiddly stuff. And right here, there's a lot of fiddly stuff. Sometimes I get very impatient with the fiddly stuff. Like I just want it to be done. And so then I skip it and I do some of the other stuff. And then I took this, I was going to stitch on this someplace. I took it with me someplace. And I was talking to my mom. I said, oh, this fiddly stuff, I don't, sometimes I just don't feel like I have the time to do it. And I just need to do it and get it done. And then I was going to work on it that day. And so I went to grab my needle. I go, oh, I don't have a needle. And she goes, you did that on purpose because you didn't want to do the fiddly stuff. And I was like, no, I didn't. I thought there was a needle with it. I must have pulled it to use on something else. So I need to get the fiddly stuff done, because then there's not much left to do. Like I've got a chunk of it done already. I just have to finish it. So it's my goal to finish it this summer. Do you think I can do it? Oh, I so badly want to do it. Tammy number 2. I still have no idea how she gets all her stitches done, plus her other projects. You and me both. You and me both. That's beautiful, Angela. Thank you. Is mom still stitching? Not as much anymore. Not as much anymore. Patty, I love it. Thank you for encouraging me, everybody. Yay! Keep going. Keep going. So I'm going to try to pull this out more and get more done on it. So for those of you who want to jump in and catch up to me and then pass me, it's not going to happen. I'm going to make sure that doesn't happen. But we have these charts in the shop. You can stitch with Lori and I. You can still stitch with us, even though we started back in March. It's not too late. It's from this chart, Garden Samplers. We are focusing on this one right here with the garden gate, with the little potting shed up there. This is the one that we chose to do this year. And we have cloth in the shop. We have both Boston Tea Party and Prim, or other choices if you want other choices. And we also have floss kits in the shop, because if you remember, I did a blog post on my blog. Lori changed up the colors. She did her own floss combination. And so we kitted up her floss colors, and I gave you all of the substitution information in my blog post. So we still have the floss kits for this one, if you are so inclined to join in and stitch it with us this summer. We would love to have you stitch it with us. Chart, cloth, and Lori's conversion of floss we have in a kit, and it's available at the shop at happylistedshop.com. All you have to do is search for Garden Samplers. And if you want the floss kit, you just have to search for Garden Samplers, because it will come up as Lori's Garden Sampler Floss Kit. So all of that stuff is in the shop for you. I'm going to be focusing on this summer. one of them that I'm going to be focusing on. It's not going to be my sole focus, but it's going to be one of the ones I'm trying to focus on a little bit more. I love how big that is. The stitch, it's very pretty. It's very pretty. Oh, and so what I was going to say is, on this Prim cloth, when I started stitching on it, I started with the green up at the top. And I sent a picture to Lori and I said, look at this green on this Prim. Like, it is amazing. And she goes, that green does look pretty fabulous. But look how those colors just pop right off of this fabric. You know, like it's fabulous. And this shed, I will say, I was not super impressed with it just from the picture, but after you stitch it, this shed is much more impressive in person than it is in the picture on the chart. But the colors really pop nicely off of this prim uh, fabric. So it was a good recommendation by Lori. And I'm glad that I used it because I love how the colors look on it. They look fabulous. They look great. Very vibrant. I agree. I did my garden sampler on Dunes at Dusk. So pretty. That would be another pretty one. Yes. Yes, it is vibrant. Okay, so that is what I have for you guys today. Happy Flosstube Day. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you'll take advantage of our daily deal. So Happy by Lori Holt. This is also on my list of something I would like to stitch and hang up in here someday. Don't forget all of our stitching organization info that we gave today. If you want to get any of that stuff, go check it out at happylittlestitchshop.com. And then, of course, all the patterns and cloth that I shared today, the pattern cloth combos that were shared. Thank you so much for joining me today, you guys. Happy Monday to all of you. Happy kickoff to summer break. And I will be back with you on Thursday for our quilting live. And we have lots of quilting stuff happening right now. So I have lots to share with you on Thursday. Lots of new fabric collections that I'm going to share with you. Lots of new quilting stuff going on. So please join me on Thursday right here on our YouTube channel. In the meantime, please give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Happy Little Stitch Shop, Instagram and Facebook, and join our Happy Little Stitchers Facebook group, which is a private group that we share lots of progress and stuff like that. Thank you for joining me today, you guys. Good to see you again, Tammy. See you guys Thursday. Have a great week. Happy stitching and take care, everybody.